Happy Friday, everyone. I'm going to do a quick video on how to use Skypoint Private AI Copilot, which has full high trust R2 compliance to talk to a database. Think of it as a database interaction that you would do as if you're talking to an analyst you're paying. Like, for example, somebody can write SQL queries or do analysis on your data, but this is a true AI agent that you're talking to. So for that, I am hopping over to our market intelligence database. We have pulled data over in the senior care facilities, about 45,000 different buildings, and about 7,000 operators, using about 45,000 AI agents into a common database here. And that common database is used to interact with the AI Copilot. So just to show an example of how these things I would look at, like for example, you have traditional reporting and dashboards that's created in Power BI or Tableau and others. This is written by humans. So you hire a developer or have one existing, so you actually develop these reports. Second, you have a lot of questions and answers and things like that that you need in the business. So those can be completely replaced by an AI copilot like Skypoint's AI Copilot. And then you can reduce the burden of writing and doing these reports in Power BI to the reports actually you specifically need. So essentially, this will drive down the cost of report development quite a lot. So I'll give you an example. So this database has quite a large amount of data, about millions of rows of data that we are interacting with. So I go over to the Copilot right here, and I have three AI agents that are turned on: general knowledge, internet search, and market intelligence database. And my first question is how many communities Brookdale have? So it's a simple query, like who's the best operator in the country? So it wants me to give the criteria. It's like, okay, you can pick the criteria. It's like, okay, you have to go do it. It's like highest number of communities, average rating, CSAT score, or a combination of this. It's like, okay, use all of them. Just use CSAT. So essentially, if it uses all of them, it's giving me a lot of communities and operators. I'm sorry, just operators. But negative means they actually have negative just rating in terms of the customer satisfaction. Sorted by CSAT score, and it's like, hey, some people have 100 score, 100% score, and here is the sorted. And look at the complexity of the SQL it is writing. And then it's like add score and pick only operators Wellington community. The interaction timed out. So it's like, okay, try it again. So, and once I tried again, I got the top communities, and it's a pretty complex query, like 19 seconds to do that. And I said, hey, sorted by CSAT score. And it sorted the whole thing by the CSAT score. Here is a community count. This is exactly what I wanted. The operator's name, number of communities they have, what is the score? So sorted by the score. So because I want to kind of get to a certain size and they have a bigger size than that. Like for example, Cisco Senior Living, 21 communities or buildings, about 90 is their customer satisfaction score. So very easy to interact with this Copilot. So the goal here is, if you have a really good data infrastructure or unified data, Skypoint AI Copilot can interact with it and provide you answers to many of your business questions that you have without needing a developer. So look at the code that AI wrote by itself, right? So I can truly interact with it. It can say, hey, compare the top two side by side. Compare the top two. You don't even say it side by side, right? So I can interact with this quite intelligently and go about doing my business without spending a lot of time writing code that otherwise I would have spent. A lot of the times these are like one-time use, and you probably use a report one time or an analysis one time, and then you want to kind of put into a document or something. But so you get my point. Like it is much more easier to do these type of interactions now with an AI copilot compared to trying to do this by reporting otherwise. So these two are the correct ones. So give me the CSS score and decimal. So I can even continue to ask more information like, hey, give me more information about these communities and things like that. I can have much longer conversations and interactions. And then I can use the general knowledge agent to summarize all of this. Hope it is useful. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.